Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Thursday. It is the 11th day of April. It's Be Kind to Lawyers Day. And here's the thing I'm going to tell you. There are people who make fun of lawyers all the time. These are people who've probably never needed a lawyer because
That's right.
we've been in a situation where we needed to work with a lawyer, and maybe it was just the attorney that we worked with who was so wonderful. But I was after that,
Both of our attorneys were amazing.
After
I
that,
still love them.
my perception of attorneys was way different. Because I'm like, you know what? They're not all like the jokes. They're not all like that. So today is Be Kind to Lawyers Day. So be nice. Dog Therapy Appreciation Day today. National Barbershop Quartet Day. Still one of my favorite moments ever was when a barbershop quartet came to the studio to sing to Heidi. It was like 20 minutes. And they just kept singing. She's like, okay, thanks for coming. We got one more. She's like, what is... And she's looking at me going, why did you tell them to do this?
I am not good
It
with
was so
that
fun.
sort of thing. I don't even like when people sing happy birthday
I know.
to me.
Now imagine that for 20 minutes. National Cheese Fondue Day, National Marketing Operations Day, Pet Day, Poutine Day, Submarine Day, and World Parkinson's Disease Day today. All of those things happening. And it's a Thursday. We've got a Dear John letter coming your way a little bit later in the program.
Whether you have a credit card now and need a better credit card, or if you don't even have a credit card but you'd like to get a good one, we would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit
At bettercreditcards.com.
with bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. It seems that the virtual dating thing, which became a big thing during the pandemic, is back for some reason. Why? Because going out has gotten so expensive. So the dating app Wingman says Gen Z in particular has embraced the virtual first date. It lets you test the waters with a potential partner without actually making any kind of financial investment of even buying them a cup of coffee. 65% of Wingman users, 18 to 27, choose to meet on Zoom. It's like a video call. Or they might use a different version.
That actually is not a bad... I mean, if the technology is there, it saves everybody an awkward experience if you know it's not going to go.
So it's a chance to have a first date without actually connecting in person. According to a spokesperson for the app Gen Z, they say they don't bat an eye at it. You can have a quick chat. You can see if there's a spark. You can even try out some of the atmosphere of like a regular date, but at a lower cost. You can order takeout to the date's place for the call. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna have this, and you're gonna have that. We're gonna sit here and watch each other eat. That seems kind of weird.
That seems really weird. I wouldn't like that.
Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
So how do you like these gas prices? Not great, huh? How would you like to save money every time you get gas? I've been using this app for a few years, and it's amazing. You can find out more at radiosavings.com. When I first heard about it, I didn't think we'd have this in our area, but they seem to have stuff all over the place. You can sign up for free and try it for yourself. They have savings on gas, but on many other things too, like restaurants and convenience stores. Try it for free at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by Genesis Gold, IRA.com. Heidi, did you know that Jeff Bezos has scooped up a third property on Miami's elite Indian Creek Island? A staggering $90 million. The Amazon founder, who was recently named the third richest person in the world by Forbes, purchased the waterside mansion in the ritzy neighborhood nicknamed Billionaire Bunker. In an off-market transaction, the resort-style manor features a plush yard overlooking the ocean with several manicured gardens, a large driveway, and a beautiful swimming pool and guest house.
Oh, good for
It's being
him.
reported that he plans to live in the home while completing the demolition of his two other island abodes.
Jeez.
Okay. So some of his neighbors are Tom Brady, Jared Kushner, and Ivanka Trump. The tech titan purchased his other two neighboring Indian Creek residences for $147 million, and he's tearing those down. And he's going to stay in this little shack that was $90 million. So just whatever. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by radiosavings.com. Lucas Partridge, dust off your buzzer. It's time to defend your record-setting reign as Jeopardy champion. They said that the latest episode, Inside Jeopardy, there's a program where they talk about the program. They say that he's going to be returning as the reigning champ, following 8 months worth of tournament-style play that resulted in a Writers Guild of America strike. So I guess he was the winner
Okay.
back in the day, and now he's coming back. So that'd be
righty.
nice. And Bob Iger teased the details for the Avatar-themed land coming to Disneyland during a shareholders meeting. So they say it's naturally at Disneyland. The CEO mentioned several park expansions, and one of those is Avatar. Another is Frozen. So the Frozen theme land headed to Disney's Paris, I guess is where that one's going to happen. And then there's one called Pandora, the World of Avatar. So they got several things they're working on right now. So
They're always working on something.
There's always something going on. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by RadioSavings.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. This is kind of an interesting little tidbit. The Prime Minister of Singapore makes $2.2 million a year. Is
that's his income?
Yeah, that's the income.
That seems like considering what our president is
I
paid.
know. $2.2 million a year. I don't know how that compares to other prime ministers. So, like, that's all I have is that little bit of information. Huh. So I'm thinking maybe
It's a good job if you can get it.
I'm thinking I'm going to apply for that job. What's your past experience? Radio clown. What are you doing now? Prime Minister of Singapore. How hard could it be? No, I'm sure it's probably a lot harder than you would guess. And dogs can understand that certain words refer to certain objects, suggesting that they may understand words in a similar way that humans do, according to a recent study from Hungary. It has long been known, that dogs can learn commands like sit, stay, or fetch. But proving their understanding of nouns is a little more difficult. The scientists observed that brain activity in 14 of the 18 dogs that they studied was different when they were shown an object that matched a word that they knew. Okay.
Oh.
I was going to say, how would they know? Ask them questions and they bark. Anyway, they would do that compared to one that was mismatched. They said that resulting brain activity was the same as those produced by humans doing the similar experiment. Researchers say that this is the first evidence of brain activity for this non-comprehension in a non-human animal. So,
I love that. That's really cool.
So that's kind of cool. That means our dogs understand more than we thought they understood?
Oh, I know our dogs understand.
And I was going to say exactly that, because I think most people who have dogs go, oh, I knew my dog knew that.
Yeah, but I think if people who don't have dogs maybe are a little surprised, because
like,
you kind of got to see them and realize that they're hearing what you're saying.
Some of we currently have in our household our 2 dogs, and then our daughter is staying with us with her 2 dogs. And I'm not going to say all of those dogs are smart. I won't say which ones. Taylor, I love you. Lucy, doggy, love ya. All right. Scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit GenesisGoldIRA.com.
And it's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John.
I got a Dear John letter here that we are going to read to each and every one of you, and Heidi is going to chime in with her advice first. Here we go. Dear John, this summer, the company I work for is giving everyone a week off. We need to have some work done on our building, and it made the most sense to just close for a week and let them get it done more quickly. I'm excited that I have a week off, but now my husband is asking me to take another week off right after that for a family trip. I've tried to convince him to move the family trip to the week that works better for me, but he seems to not really care. He said it would be nice for me to have 2 weeks off. Yeah, that would be nice, but I'm going to feel like a heel asking for another week off when we're already getting a week off. Now, I do have some paid vacation time saved up, but does that seem like a bad idea? I don't even know if it would be possible. Since we're going to be learning some new equipment that week, how do I convince my husband to just adjust his schedule to fit better? Or should we take separate vacations this year? Signed, trying to make this work. So, Heidi, since you're the smartest one in the room, usually, what do you think?
I definitely don't do separate vacations.
Yeah, I think that would be weird.
That's not what you want to do.
And I understand where he's going, well, it would be cool to take 2 weeks in a row.
It would be great. But
I think,
like she said, there's going to be some stuff that she's got to learn.
Yeah.
And that's going to make it really difficult for her to be in the loop when she comes back if she's constantly on vacation.
And if you wanted to take a few days off before that week, I wonder if that would maybe be easier if you could say, hey, let's do it a little early rather than a little late, because when we get back, I'm going to have to learn new stuff. And again, it doesn't sound like he was wanting to take the week off that she already has off. So he wants to take a vacation the following week.
I'm just wondering if maybe the trip that he wants to take isn't available on the week that he wanted to go.
Or if he's wanting to go to a certain event that happens at a certain time.
Right.
So if there's something like that, that changes my advice because, you can't go, well, the concert is this weekend, but we're going to just go a different time. I don't have a ton of detail other than everything I just read to each and every one of you. But I remember, was it last year that you went on a vacation without me? That was so unfair.
But I had no choice.
Yeah. Well, you had a choice. You could have said, hey, I know your husband's a jerk, but
and you
my
would have
husband's
slept in the
not.
same room with me and my female friend.
Sure.
No, that would have been really
You guys weren't in the same
uncomfortable.
bed, were you?
No, but we were in the same. That's just weird.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry.
Wouldn't
I
have
know
been
that.
that
I knew
weird.
you were going to twist it around to that somehow.
That's why I let you answer first. I
Yeah.
was hoping you'd snap open a big bear trap to fall in, but you didn't really do that. But you did say don't take separate vacations.
No, don't
so.
take separate vacations. No.
So if you would like to chime in and give some advice to trying to make this work, first things, the questions on here. How do I convince my husband to adjust his schedule to fit better? I think you have a conversation with him and find out, is there a specific reason it needs to be that week? Because I already have an entire week off and I'm going to feel really weird. Just have the conversation with him that you kind of had with us in your message. Say, I'm going to feel really weird asking for another week off when I already have this bonus week off. And even if you do have time saved up, you're right. You might not be able to get the time off. And maybe you have that conversation first. You talk to your employer and say, hey, my husband's wanting to go do this thing the following week. Is it even possible to get that week off?
I mean, ideally, you just go during the week that you've got off if that's possible, because that just makes sense. You've already got the week off. Take your trip then.
Yeah. And if you go back to your hubby and say, hey, you know what? I can't take that other week off. It's not possible because we're learning this new stuff. Then that might fix the entire conversation right there. So that would be my advice. And I would like to remind everybody that if you happen to have something happen in your life where you're going, I would like to get some advice on this, you could very easily send it to us, and I'll do such a bang-up job on yours as I did on this. Did I not answer it at all? I kind of almost danced around answering it.
It was a non-answer.
Yeah, it was an answer. How do you convince him? I don't know if you're going to, but maybe, again, just ask if it's even possible. Because if that's not possible, that answers the question. I don't know if that'll pacify him, but it'll at least answer the question that I don't get to go with you on whatever your fun adventure is the following week. Again, if you'd like to chime in with your advice, you can do that at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. And if you'd like to submit a Dear John letter, you can do that either through the Facebook page or directly through our website. We always keep it 100% confidential. We don't tell anybody who it is. I've had people reach out and say, hey, who was that? Was that so-and-so? And I'm like, I can't tell you. I'm not going to tell you if that letter was really from Heidi or not. So, no, she's never sent one. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.
Whether you have a credit card now and need a better credit card, or if you don't even have a credit card but you'd like to get a good one, we would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit
At bettercreditcards.com.
with bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Baby robins eat 14 feet of earthworms every day.
That's a lot of work
That
for Mama
is
Bird.
a lot of work. Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The Atlantic Ocean is saltier than the Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, just in a bad mood, apparently. I don't know.
figured
Fun
that was
fact
coming.
for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
An iceberg contains more heat than a lit match. You wouldn't think of
That's
that.
interesting.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Pain travels through your body at 350 feet per second. So
Yeah,
if you
it goes
stub
pretty,
your toe or
it goes pretty darn fast.
hit yourself like on the finger with a hammer, it goes quick. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Mailing an entire building is now illegal, and it has been since 1916 in the United States when a man mailed a 40,000-ton brick house across Utah.
How?
He was trying to avoid freight rates, so he apparently needed a lot of stamps.
That is interesting.
Yeah, and our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The word mafia is never mentioned in the film version of The Godfather because the actual mafia demanded it. And
They must have some connections.
yeah, they didn't want no problems. So, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
So how do you like these gas prices? Not great, huh? How would you like to save money every time you get gas? I've been using this app for a few years and it's amazing. You can find out more at radiosavings.com. When I first heard about it, I didn't think we'd have this in our area, but they seem to have stuff all over the place. You can sign up for free and try it for yourself. They have savings on gas, but on many other things too, like restaurants and convenience stores. Try it for free at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. According to a survey, this is the thing that adults miss most about being a kid. Heidi, what do you think it is? I could go for this.
No bills?
Yeah, not having to pay for things. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Not having to pay for things.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you were a kid? I had no idea how much anything cost.
Oh,
I
I
had no
remember
idea.
my first time getting groceries, and by the time I picked up toothpaste and
Yeah.
spices, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can afford to do this.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Dunkin' has announced that their new spiked iced teas and coffees will be available in 24 U.S. states. So the
Okay.
drinks are going to add a little kick of your regular Dunkin' order. They're going to add a little kick to it, rather, although you won't be able to buy them in the drive-thru. So these canned iced teas have an alcohol content of 5%.
Oh.
And they come in 4 flavors: slightly sweet, half and half, strawberry dragon fruit, and mango pineapple. These iced coffees are 5% alcohol, and they come in original, caramel, mocha, and vanilla. So that just seems odd to me that that's what they would be adding. That
Yeah.
doesn't fit the rest of their brand very well,
Not
does it?
very well, but
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, we got donuts, we got coffee, and now we got some booze as well. Like,
hey, make money where you can make
I
it.
suppose, yeah, I guess. And there are people that are addicted to their Dunkin', so now they'll be addicted to more Dunkin', I guess. Weird
well,
news.
in a bad economy, one of the things that never slows down is alcohol consumption.
suppose
so
that could
it's
be.
probably not a bad idea.
Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Valid boomer complaints. According to a Reddit thread, they say, what is your boomer opinion? They were asking things like this. Some people were saying, people share too much on social media.
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't need to know everything you're doing. Another one, people are mad about touchscreens. They're like, give me my physical buttons back. Okay. TV is getting too dark and too quiet. They're like, I have to turn the volume up twice as loud to watch things. I could see that.
Yeah.
And then, like, the commercials come on, they blow your
commercials
eardrums
are really
out.
loud,
And I
yeah.
have an issue with the music. You'll be watching something, the dialogue is quiet, and the music comes on, and it's like rattling the pictures
Yeah.
off our walls. I'm getting old. That's what's just going on right now. Another one that says, I hate going to concerts, seeing everybody with their phones out. Just enjoy the concert.
Yeah.
Another one, paying good money for a product that doesn't even do the thing that they said it was going to do. Music in bars is too loud. Another one, you should really put your phone down when you're on a date or you're out to eat with people. I like CDs
I
better
agree
than
with
digital
that.
music. Paper menus are better than QR codes. Why would anybody want a smart fridge or toaster? And I just want to talk to a person on the phone. I don't want to talk to a computer.
Yep.
You know what? I could have probably typed this list. These are all valid boomer complaints. The list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of radiosavings.com. Our quote today is from someone named Don Harold, who said, "By the time someone says, to make a long story short, it's too late."
Yeah, there's no stopping them.
You ever been with somebody who does that?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. I won't say who.
Who would that be, Heidi? It's me. It's me. But I never say to make a long story
No,
short
you
because
just make a short story long.
I do. We actually had a friend that was like, you could have told that story in like 2 minutes. I'm like, oh, I know, but a half hour was way more fun. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Here's a headline. Mr. Beast and electric e-bikes donate 600 life-changing e-bikes to people in need. I think this is really a neat thing. In a collaboration between a popular YouTuber, Jimmy Donaldson, famously known as Mr. Beast, and a rapidly expanding electric bike company, Lectric, Lectric, Electric
Okay.
e-bikes, they came out with a really cool initiative, and they wanted to help 600 people across America who were in need, and they donated these bicycles as a way for them to give the people who they're donating these to a way to get around rather than just walking.
That's nice.
So they had a shared vision of making a tangible difference in people's lives. This partnership saw the company and this YouTuber donate $600,000 worth of bicycles
Wow.
to people through the Beast Philanthropy is what they call it. E-bikes can make a significant positive impact on the lives of individuals, especially those who are struggling due to a lack of reliable transportation, according to the co-founder of this company. To identify deserving people, they enlisted the support of Mr. Beast's vast online community, encouraging individuals to submit videos detailing their need for an electric bike. And they had a whole bunch of people say, yeah, I need one of these. I think this would be a good way for me to get this and to do that. Or they told other people who it would be. If you would like to see more information about this, of course, they've got a video. That's what he does.
That's what he does.
Yeah, so there's a video that's linked in here. But I think this is really a cool thing. And there are some people who do things, and I always say it, just for the clicks.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this. I don't know I don't know Mr. Beast. It's not like we're pals. We don't hang out.
I don't know Mr. Beast.
I don't. We're not buddies. But I will tell you this. I think a lot of the stuff that he does, he certainly gets views, from this. But a lot of the stuff he does, I really do think it is from the heart. And I love that. So very cool, Mr. Beast. Does that sound weird to say it?
It really does.
It really does.
Especially from you.
In other news, Mr. Beast. It just seems weird. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.